May 14, 2015, from the Ford Center in Evansville, Indiana. It was WWE SmackDown. We had some singles action between Seth Rollins and Ryback. Seth Rollins was in the ring before the match with J&J Security, and he was addressing what happened on Raw at the close of Raw and the match coming up this Sunday at Payback, the Fatal 4-Way match with the WWE World Heavyweight Championship on the line. And he was saying that it's going to be a different story at Payback than it was on Raw, where he was laid out by all three of his opponents. But he said at Payback, they're going to be at each other's throats. It's going to be cutthroat, every man for himself at the Fatal 4-Way. They won't all just be teaming up against him, and that's going to open up the opportunity for him to retain the title. So Ryback came out, and Ryback, right as he got to the bottom of the ramp, as he was approaching the ring, here comes Bray Wyatt out of nowhere. Bray Wyatt just lays out Ryback, sends him flying into the barricade, wipes him out. At the start of SmackDown, Bray Wyatt had actually opened the show with a promo as they cut from the SmackDown opening right into Bray Wyatt backstage in a dark room filled with smoke. And so Bray Wyatt had cut that promo on Ryback, and here he attacks Ryback before the match with Seth Rollins. It looked like the match would not even happen as Ryback was laid out. They even cut to commercial, but when they came back, Ryback was still visibly shooken from the attack, but he was in the ring. He was sitting in the corner, and he looked like as if he was very confused, as he might have possibly sustained a concussion. That was what it looked like. But they did have the match despite the attack, and so the match continued. It was all Seth Rollins early on, but Ryback had his moments as he would at times gain his composure, and that's when he would get in some power moves on Seth Rollins. But still, as the match had started, as I said, he was visibly shooken, and as the match would wear on, he still had trouble finding his legs throughout the match, even when he did have momentum in his favor. And at the end, he was looking for the meat hook clothesline, but then Mercury jumped up on the apron. He went to take care of him, but he jumped back off the apron. Rollins came up behind him, and he did hit Rollins with the meat hook clothesline. But then things got turned around as he actually, like I said, he just couldn't find his bearings, and Seth Rollins ended up coming off the top rope, hitting him with the flying knee, and then he hit him with the super kick, and then he went back and hit him with another super kick, and that was all it took to lay out Ryback. 1, 2, 3, Rollins with the pin and the win, getting some momentum going into Payback with some help from Bray Wyatt. Of course, Bray Wyatt won't be there in that Fatal 4-Way match to soften up the opponents in that match in the title defense for Seth Rollins, so he's going to have his work cut out for him. But here on SmackDown, Bray Wyatt definitely helped Rollins to get that win over Ryback. As I said the whole time, Ryback was having trouble just finding his feet. But I thought this was a really good match. I thought actually this was one of the best matches I've seen Ryback do. Overall, like, this match was just really good, and I definitely enjoyed it. I thought it was excellent between both men, just the way it all played out and everything went down. Like, Ryback was selling the whole thing really well. Like, it was an awesome match, and it was a good outcome. I don't think it really hurts Ryback going into Payback. It actually sets things up pretty nicely for either way, however it goes down between Ryback and Bray Wyatt. I'm totally 100% behind Bray Wyatt and hope he wins. Although, I gotta admit, Ryback has been growing on me. And, I mean, before the match, actually, when Renee Young was interviewing Ryback before they went to commercial, right, so many commercials, right? But anyway, hey, they gotta pay their bills, right? But, Ryback, when he was being interviewed with Renee Young, again, he continues to grow on the mic and be impressive. Is the more he talks, it seems the better he gets, the more, you get to, like, know his character. And he really is growing leaps and bounds with his, talking game. And they say he says something to the effect of, I enter the ring full and I leave empty. And he said some other cool stuff, too. And I thought it was a pretty good, promo before the match by Ryback. And of course, Seth Rollins is always excellent on the mic. And the in-ring action in this match was really well, performed. I said Ryback, like the way he was selling the whole attack throughout the match was superb. I was like, wow, I was very impressed with Ryback's work in this match. I also thought, Seth Rollins did a good job as well. Of course, he gets the victory in the end. So I thought it was a really good match. I thought it was a good segment, and I thought it was good building towards Payback as well. Like I said, I'm very excited for Payback. I cannot wait to see the Fatal 4-Way match for the WWE World Title between Rollins, Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, and Dean Ambrose. And I'm also very excited to see Bray Wyatt versus Ryback. That's going to be awesome as well. I cannot wait for Sunday, May 17th. It's going to be awesome. But let me know what you think in the comments section below. What did you think about this match between Seth Rollins and Ryback? Were you upset that Rollins got the win over Ryback? Were you mad that Bray Wyatt attacked Ryback before the match? Or did you actually enjoy the whole thing? Did you enjoy Ryback getting attacked by Bray Wyatt? Did you enjoy, Rollins getting the victory? Or are you somewhere in between? Whatever your opinion is, whether you agree with me, disagree with me, share your thoughts below. I'm definitely open to hear your opinions and read them. And definitely, I respect your opinions and I am very interested to read what you think. And so share those opinions down low. Thank you very much for listening. It is appreciated.